The Bible says that faith, trust, is the substance of things hoped for. And hoped for, biblical hope isn't crossing your fingers and hoping it will happen. Biblical hope is knowing that it's coming. It's a sure thing. I just don't know when. So faith is the substance of things I know will be. I just don't know when. It's the evidence of things not seen. That's the tough part, right? The not seeing it. It's so easy. It's natural, really, to focus on the evidence only of what I can see. You ever been there struggling to trust in the certainty God has spoken because of everything that you see in the present moment? Throughout the book of Jeremiah, the people of Judah were captive to what they could see, to the now, to the present moment. If everything looked fine, they saw peace and prosperity, and that's what they saw, that's what they believed. But then Jeremiah comes along with words of destruction, terror all around, and they laughed at him, saying, "Come on, Jeremiah, look around. What are you looking at? Things are fine. What are you seeing? I don't see terror. You're crazy." But then you come to the final chapters of the book, and everything Jeremiah had earlier warned them about has now come to pass. The walls of Jerusalem are broken down. The temple is in ruins. People are either dead or scattered or exiled. The terror that they once laughed off as impossible is now all around. It's their daily reality. And again, just like before, they can now only see what's in front of them. Now it's not peace or hope that they see. They only see pain and loss and hopelessness. But here's the thing. God wasn't just speaking warnings of judgment throughout the book of Jeremiah. He was speaking words of powerful promises of hope. He didn't just say, you're going to go into captivity. He also said, you'll be formed through that captivity, and you're going to come out of it. Right in chapter 29, he said, yeah, you'll be in captivity for 70 years, but I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. And here's the question. In the chaos now, will they trust what God has spoken about that coming hope and future? Or will they keep only trusting what they can see? It's the core issue for us. We're people of faith, yet too often we focus only on what's in front of us, what we can see, rather than on what God has said. If things look good, we think, well, great, life's always going to be fine. But when things begin to fall apart, all we can see is the wreckage. We get blinded by the moment, by the pain, by the fear, by the loss, and we forget the bigger picture. And here's the truth. What God says is certain. He told Judah terror was coming, and it came. And now he's telling them hope is coming, and it will come. The same God who warned them about judgment is the same God who promised restoration. He's pointing them toward a reality beyond the pain, a future they cannot presently see. That's where faith comes in. Faith isn't about pretending the pain isn't real. It's about trusting that what God says is more real than what we can see in the moment. It's about believing that the hope he promised on the other side of this struggle is just as certain as the pain that we're feeling now. So today, what's keeping you trapped in the present moment? What pain or fear or uncertainty is blinding you to the bigger picture of what God is doing? Quiet your heart in his presence. Listen for his voice and determine to trust what God says rather than in what you see. Pray, Lord, open the eyes of my faith. Help me to trust your word more than my circumstances and hold on to this truth that God's promises are certain. Terror may be all around now, but hope is coming. Will you trust what he says?